I want to teach y'all something real quick. Here's another thing that people would charge you $50 for. If we was all in here and we had babies sitting on this front row from the age of maybe 5 to 7, and if a mouse ran across this floor, and if we all said, oh my God, look at that mouse. Do you know the next time those children see a mouse, they'll say, oh my God, look at that mouse. If we all get to jumping and say, ah, a mouse, guess what they're going to do next time they see a mouse? Some of you have been taught to be liars. You've been taught to be... Because of the way they reacted to the same thing, they already knew what it was. They knew what lying was. Instead of saying, yo man, stop lying, it's going to get you in trouble. They turn around and say, listen, my son didn't do that. He's a good boy. And he would never say that. And I want everybody in this court to know. So now, when his son gets in trouble, he says, my boy would never do that. You know what my mama told me? She said, you keep on going to that church, singing and playing. She said, and God's going to knock you down and take everything from you. Look at that and say, I wish you would say something back to me. I was taking my robe. I put my choir robe on and rolled my pants up, put my dress socks on, and my church used to have jeans on and underneath. And my brother Matt would come through the side door. I'd be playing the organ. He'd come to the side door. We had codes here. I'd be playing the organ. I said, we had codes. And my mom walked across that church and said, she's about to leave, ain't you? She said, let me tell you something. You need people who are going to be real with you while you're going through. Tell somebody, say, don't be lying to me. Say, tell me the truth. I would go in the basement and I would push open the basement window so I would get in the basement. One night I was going down the basement and my shirt got caught up on the back of the hook. And I was hanging in the basement. I said, yo! About 3 o'clock, and after all that, getting myself off, I walked up in the house and my mom was sitting at the back at the dining room table with no lights on. With a Bible across her lap. She said, nigga, I had enough of you. That's right. But along with calling me a nigga and saying she had enough of me, watch this. She said, because God has his hand on you. Some of y'all giving too much of a negative and you refuse to push in the pot. You got to give them both parts. You got to say, don't act like that. You're a woman of God. Go ahead. How dare you tell me I'm no good, but not tell me I come from out of the queen? There's something good got to come. That's right. Yes, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. You got to have leaders in the church. They don't know how to take and they don't know how to recommend people. They don't. They don't. Beat you up and send you out the street. No, I'm telling you this because I want you to know that you are kings and queens. Yes. 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 Are you hearing me? Yes. When you leave here today, you already saying, yo, I'm tripping. My life is, I need to get this together. Yes. Yes. Yes, Lord. Because some of you have not even had sex yet in here. And you're thinking about having sex. But after this sermon, you're going to change the way you feel. So I could care less who thinks I should not be preaching. As long as 2 or 3 people say I haven't. Depression. Read. Let's read.
But what sayest thou?
Jesus said, what saith thou?
This they said, tempting him, that they might have to accuse him. But Jesus stooped down, and with his finger wrote on the ground.
Jesus didn't say nothing. They said, listen, this woman is no good. They said, this woman is going against the law. Jesus stooped down. He ain't say nothing. He just... Yes. They kept on talking. Read again, Evangelist Peason.
This they said, tempting him, that they might have to accuse him. But Jesus stooped down and with his finger broke in the ground as though he heard them not.
Mama! He ignored them. All right, man. That's a sermon, the ignoring Jesus. There's some things that you're worried about that God has no longer. There's some things you did in your past that God is ignoring and you still giving attention. There's some people who God has already ignored out of your life, and you still go back asking for money. Jesus acted as if though they was not even around. He could have cared less that she was half naked with a sheet around her. Jesus really didn't even look at her because he already knew her sin. And that's what most people who are doing the same thing that you're doing like to do. They like to catch you in the act. Because they think they got something over on you. But look at it and say, my pastor said, the only difference from them and they is that they caught her. And they didn't get caught yet.
All right.
You better stop going around front and talking about something. She going at church every Sunday. She ain't changing. That's because when you was going, you didn't change. Can I set it off up in here? You know something, you go in that church thinking you this and thinking you that, you ain't nothing. That's because when you was there, you wouldn't become nothing. That's why.
That's right.
People can only identify with stuff that they have not completed.
Jesus.
Oh, y'all hear me?
God, my God.
Yes.
Jesus says, what?
So when they continued asking him, he lifted up himself and said unto them, he that is without sin among you, let him first cast a stone at her.
He said, all y'all in here tripping. He said, y'all acting like y'all never sinned. Now watch what happened to the crowd. Read.
And again he stooped down and wrote on the ground.
He ignored him again.
That's right.
And they which heard it, being convicted by their own conscience, went out one by one.
Listen to that. Look at that. When you talk to Jesus about something, every person that brought your name up begin to pray on that person. You know what I'm talking about? Not praying that God would hurt them, but praying that they would begin to see themselves. Y'all better hear what I'm saying. So y'all going around working in witchcraft. You got to pray on nobody and say, Lord, do this to me. You got to do that. You may say, God, help them to see themselves. Because some of us really have made mistakes. Okay, everybody say, I really did make a mistake. I want to see how many people I got here that's real. Say, I really made some mistakes.
I really made some mistakes.
And some of y'all not willing to admit it because you like where you at and you like what you're doing. You're comfortable in your sin. But it's time to start recognizing that what I'm into is a mistake. What I did was a mistake. What I said was a mistake. And the only way it can be brought before Jesus and get the people off your back is until you take it to Jesus. Until then, your business is going to remain out there. Jesus said, he without sin cast the first stone. One of the elders said, I'm going to go. I think I left something. Another one said, you know what? I think I hear my wife calling me. I'm going to go too. Because it's important that we understand that we are all sinners saved by grace. Before you can view sex between your legs, you have to view sex between your ears.
Come on.
Sex is between your ears first, before it's between your legs.